Selamat petang. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Devil's Den. I think we're on episode 13, I guess. We're not here. Long time no see. But before I hop on further, let me bring Abang Din. I guess he's eating at the back. Hey, Abang Din. Apa khabar, mate?
Yeah, bro. No, because
Kau makan ke?
you know
Kau
why I'm
makan,
eating. Viewers,
Why?
I'm eating because after all the weeks of me hosting and shivering legs, finally I'm catching up some bread. So I'm eating to rejoice the fact Vinod is back. So when Vinod is back, you must understand we have one man extra on the show. So guys, please give a round of applause to Vinod. Thanks, Vinod.
I'm only back for a short while, guys.
Oh my
This is
god.
cameo appearance. Okay,
Thanks, Vinod.
welcome back, Bang Din. But then I think there's someone else at the back, I guess, right?
She's
Asin.
they're very bright smile. I was
Yeah.
saying.
Rina, apa khabar?
Yay!
How are you?
I'm so happy because you're back. So
Oh,
we
you.
pass over the baton back to the host, the ultimate
Wow.
host.
So how was the week for you?
We miss you. But at the same time, we know it's going to be a tough show today. By then, we're going to have be prepared
I'm
some
prepared. That's why I'm eating
shot
fire
fire
again.
from
There's no such thing as tough shows, all about fun shows. Okay, let's bring in our guest here. We have Was here returning back. Was, thanks for
Hi.
accepting the invite back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Nice
thank
jersey you
you.
have there.
Thank you, and likewise, you guys too. Thanks.
Right. And last but not least, we have Pua here all the way from Indonesia. Thanks for accepting the invite, mate.
Thank you very much.
How's things over there? How are you?
I'm good. Just being safe and work and home. That's all.
All right. Okay, but before I go in further, I just need help to all the viewers. I mean, you guys can see a ticker box down there, right? I'm not going to read further. So just do us a favor, hit the like, subscribe, and follow us button on all the media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and just jump in and tell us your thought. Follow us on the show. Okay, guys, and we will start on with the first show of the day. So just going to be talking back about what happened in Old Trafford. The review on the West Ham game.
Yep.
So, how was the game for you?
Good game. Obviously, a marked improvement compared to the game against Milan as well. So yeah, definitely good. I thought we had loads of chances. We were unlucky not to score many more than that one goal. Obviously, that was pressure from us. I think we may have started badly a bit in the first half, but we became stronger, held possession, kept attacking. Three players that I'd like to point out who played well. Obviously, Shaw has been on form. He can't do anything wrong at the moment. Maguire at the back as well was good. Behind the scenes in midfield, Bruno was also running the show. But I think overall the performance was great. They had their chances. So did we, but I think we deserved to win that. So yeah, was a good all-round good performance. Yeah.
Fantastic. What about you, Pua? I mean, Was said it was a good win, but do you think was it a good win or a lucky win for us?
Rather than commenting it's a lucky win or good win for us, I say it's a good game for us to prepare against AC Milan.
Yeah.
There was so much of penetrating run. Rashford was keep on pressuring the defensive line. Greenwood was on form. James was pressuring the left defender. I feel we are ready to meet AC Milan. With this type of game, this type of mentality, if we have, winning is not an impossible task for us.
But Pua, don't you think that the game against West Ham, far comparison for us to compare with Milan? Milan was a different ball game by itself, but West Ham just came and decided to sit back. I mean, Moyes, I don't know what he was thinking, but he just thought, okay, let me sit back, park the bus here, and hope to get a point. But we somehow scored. But it was like West Ham just decided to give us all the space in the world. Go and play your game. I'm just going to come here and sit and hope on a point.
I guess it has been a good training ground for us to attack, and scoring, because we are not scoring for few games. We
Yeah,
are we are in a drought of after scoring like 3 goals, two
yeah,
goals, and now we are in a drought. So that would be a good platform for us to sharpen our attack to against Milan.
yeah. Good point on that.
As,
Wow.
especially, I really feel that Rashford was on form. Yes, he was selfish at one point. Yes, he didn't score, but he was doing his work fantastically.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this whole thing of Rashford not passing, not scoring, but it's sometimes a bit puzzling, right? Some of the fans, when he don't shoot, we mock him for, hey, why this way can't shoot? When he pass, everyone say, why he can't take a shot?
Well, I guess it's easier for us as a viewer to comment, but you don't know what's the mentality or the position of the player on
Players.
that moment.
Yeah.
So I feel he showed what he capable of in that game, and I'm pretty confident with him for this AC Milan's game.
Oh, we will hang on your confidence that AC Milan we will get right there at the end of the show. But you got a very good topic there mentioning about our attacking line being blunt. Bang Din, you think what we need to do, sharpen it up?
You mean on the future or just for the next
No, no, no,
upcoming?
no. Let's not talk about future. Let's talk about present because we never know what's going to happen in the future
Okay.
yet. But what needs to be done? I mean, the attacking line seems to be in West Ham game. Was there anything else that you think you have done it differently? Because we saw Rashford going. Rashford was making good. I would say he get a pretty good game. He did try to do some penetrating runs, everything, but Greenwood finally getting his chance as a number 9. And
Ah,
despite not
um,
getting a goal, he fed quite well. So do you think it's time to just keep him up there?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed against West Ham, the match against West Ham, Greenwood was the pain for in many moves, the first half and also the second half, but notably on the first half. So the thing about Greenwood, I noticed that game was there was no fear in him. He was playing his very own game. He was with his left leg and he's doing some weird stuff. I mean, the thing is, macam berani cuba things, He berani cuba. So that's what we need. But to be honest, I mean, I hate to say this, but just once in a lifetime, I think we need Martial back in the attack.
Wow.
Okay,
Yo,
you know why I
wow.
say that? You know why I say that? No, I'm not bantering or what, but a very personal opinion. After the Man City
Is this
game,
Abang Din or someone else from another dimension?
wait, wait, no, wait. Let me just explain myself first.
Yeah, we're
Against
listening.
Man City and Milan match, I
Mm.
saw a different Martial. I saw a different
Okay.
Martial, a Martial who had no fear, who has no second thoughts on doing things, especially with Milan, where he took the left leg shot, and it was what a wicked shot. It was Donnarumma was on top form to save that. Yeah, so looping, correct, Vasna. So it's looping. So we need Martial back. If Rashford is serious about his game and Greenwood is having open game, and Martial is having a on form, maybe after watching the particular FOOTYtalk video, I'm not sure what happened. It's a better Martial right now. But I think we need the front three on top. I mean, personally, I feel those front three is what we need right now. If those guys can gel well, and they can be on top of the game, the people like
But
Bruno.
that three has been, you have tried to gel them, glue them,
No,
UHU them,
correct.
did
But
everything with them, precast them for the last 2 years, never worked. So
no,
what do you
but
think
the
will
thing
work after
is,
this?
at this point in time, um, Greenwood is back to almost his best. I wouldn't say his best. I would say almost his best. We will know that tonight. All right. Rashford, on the other hand, is
Thank
taking
God it's
over
not.
the
Thank God the game is in Italy, not in Finland.
precisely. Then we got a problem. But Rashford is taking over Martial for unknown reasons, and Martial is becoming back to something we expect him. So I think Rashford got to up his game. Rashford got to up his game against Milan, and also the previous games. Rashford was a bit clumsy, but against West Ham, yes, like what you said, he did do some runs and all that. I mean, kudos to him. But that match is just nothing compared to what's coming next. That match is nothing compared to what's coming next. So if you want to turn up your A game, then you got to go to the PSG game when Foley took over, I think we got to go that mentality. We need the goals, we need 2 goals, and that's about that. So just have to change your mindset, like what Puwa said earlier. The mindset of the players is very important. So, I respect what happened against West Ham. Even though we couldn't score, West Ham helped us out and scored for us. It's okay, thanks to them. But we can't expect that at Milan. So
Okay.
let's see. But again, the Martial thing was no banter, guys. I'm very honest. We need him. We need him right now.
No.
Adding
I think
to
that was the key for tonight's show. That particular thing.
We have a comment here from Tazwid. Tazwid, thanks for watching, Tazwid. Bang Din, you must be on something. So fishy talking about Marshall. Yeah, I'm fishy too. Something is not right somewhere.
this is the first time I'm hearing Bangdin talking about
This
Marshall.
is the
Good
first time
stuff,
Abang Din
Marshall.
heard Abang
Good
Din
stuff.
talking like that. Let's
Good
begin
stuff.
with that.
Yeah.
But I agree with what Abangdin said. Against AC Milan, I feel like Marshall should start. And if he not getting his
He's
A
not.
game, then our Rashford will be our super sub to finish up the game.
But,
In the curve.
but Marshall's not made the squad, as far as I'm aware. I think he didn't make the squad. But having said that, going back to the West Ham game,
Yeah.
we
He's
put,
not going to
yeah.
play today.
Yeah, he's not going to play. But we put a lot of pressure. So I think we created that. Even that own goal, I said we put so much of pressure on that game. They wanted to make it up for the mistake against Milan in the injury time, and I think that's a very good thing. The best part, again, maybe you come to Milan later, but we have a very good away form, similarly to Milan as well. So hopefully we get a result there. And I think because of Marshall's being out, James has come in. We have created a different atmosphere. We've created different striking partnership, something different for them to understand as well. So
That's
that's
why
good.
Bangdin wanted Marshall because he knows Marshall is not traveling.
Maybe.
But
No,
the
I
for
was
me,
not aware about it. But the
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
anyway.
I know the fact that in future games we need this front three to gel and sync. We need them
Yeah.
because the final patch of the season is either a make or break moment. For me, I feel the West Ham game was a good pre-match before Milan because you struggle to win. We were having chances, we struggled to get the goal. So the perseverance is very important. So you have to bring that same fire and mojo to Milan because let me tell you, the biggest headache now is not Milan, is Zlatan is back. Zlatan
Yeah.
is
Bang Din,
back.
Bang
He
Din,
might not start.
by the wait.
Yeah.
Milan, we keep it later.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
Milan, we come back later. But I want to talk about one player specifically on the West Ham game. Alan Wan-Bissaka.
Mm.
Is it fatigue or what's wrong with him? I mean, he was one of the most poorest player on the pitch on that day. He got overrun. He couldn't handle Antonio.
Yeah, we were attacking only on the left as well. Yep.
Yes, we were banking too much on Shaw.
Yep.
So, is
So
no substitution or is it no rotation done by Ole is actually taking the toll on him?
potential. He looked it. He looked tired. Sorry about my go, but yeah, he looked tired. I saw the as I mentioned to you. I mean, I think I mentioned, but I saw the MUTV clips and videos, which Pen now also close up on him. He looked lethargic. He looked tired. Maybe he has not had a break or rotation. So it was hopefully he's fresh for games moving forward and gets a good rest. But yeah, he looked tired, and I could see that we were moving the ball more on the left and in the center, yeah, the ball went furthest to his side of the pitch as well, from the opposing side of the attack. So
Yes.
that a lot of the attack came on his side. Thankfully, we defended well. But yeah, so I think he looked tired. Yeah.
Yeah, Maguire started his desire to stand up and just he desired to go for all the balls. Surprisingly, in that game.
He
That was
did. That's why he
Yeah,
played. He had a
that's-
good game. Yes.
Yeah, he had a very good game on that.
Surprisingly, Maguire showed that he is the captain of the team that day. I was very happy.
Yeah, Maguire did step up, I would say. But the last time I said Maguire did step up, he went on a slump. So I'm just going to keep my comments reserved. I just
You're a
hope
jinx,
he's
you're a jinx.
consistent.
Very good.
mean-
Very good.
Yeah. So let's keep the review. Let's keep the West Ham results aside. But coming week, we have important matches. That means we have a second leg with AC Milan to go past, and we have a quarterfinal against Leicester. So the question I'm going to ask everyone is: do we have the squad depth to tackle the FA Cup and the Europa League and the league, or it should be only either one?
Go.
That's a very puzzling question. My opinion would be give higher importance to Europa Cup and the league, because the end of the point, we need to qualify for Champions League, and I really feel that with this performance, with this form, we can win the title again. The Europa Cup, we can win it, but of course, we as fans, as Manchester United fans, we want, we should be greedy. We want all the cup for us as well. But if you ask me, Champions League and League, FA Cup, it's okay if we. I don't have the heart to tell that.
Like, what about you?
Okay, a league. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the league. We are what? Let's say we win the game in hand, but then again, that's after two tough games, two tough away games. So we have the next in the league. We'll have Brighton. City are what, 11 points ahead, I believe.
Forget City. I don't think so. Catching unless they pull a Kevin Keegan.
Exactly. So
It's not gonna happen.
Exactly. But strangely enough, a few days ago, I read one of the articles where Solskjaer said that he felt that his predecessors, namely Mourinho and the managers, were basically won the cups and ignored the league and didn't build a side to challenge for the league, and he had to do the rebuilding himself. So he felt that was his main issue. But unfortunately, now the league, it's a bit far off. So if you ask me the two cups, I say I hope the easier one is Milan, but I think the FA Cup is going to be tough on the back of the Milan this thing. So I hope one of the two at least we go through. That's realistically asking for it. If both of it would be great, but yeah, let's hope we have the squad to do it. But it's touch and go if you ask me. I don't know whether we have the squad, but let's hope so we do, because we have some injuries out there, some key players injury like Marshall and so on. So I don't know if we can this thing, but I'm hoping for at least one victory of the two. Yeah, that's realistic.
That'd be fun. Bang Din, what about you? Do you think we have sufficient, or you would focus on one?
No, we don't have the sufficient, because we have Pogba back right now. We have Pogba, it's fine.
But you just said Marshall is back. So with Marshall back,
Marshall is back, but now the problem is back with injury. He's injured.
Yeah.
He's not traveling. So we need our players to be fully fit. We need depth. We need a certain Van de Beek to be start playing. That's what's puzzling me. If we have players like Van de Beek playing,
Van de Beek.
the 40 million signing, we signed for 40 million, God knows why. So we need those guys back. Maybe with them around, I don't mind going on a triple assault. To cement the second place. Go out for the Europa, and of course getting the FA Cup would be a much needed bonus. Okay, reason being because I don't want to see Man City doing a clean sweep again. So but to be honest, the realistic point here is I know people might not agree with me, but I rather keep the second place alive and cemented, knock the Europa out of the equation. Let's not focus on Europa and just go for the FA Cup. Because going to Europa Cup is just another qualification method for Champions League. If we can cement the second place, have a bit dignity behind our leaders, Man City, go out and get a FA Cup, which we have not won for a very long time, I believe. Since Van Gaal's time, we have not won it. I would rather let go of the Europa League. I mean, I don't know why. I just feel that it's going to take a lot of pressure on us to go out for Europa. We have a big opponents in the next round, if we qualify tonight. So I think that's going to actually dampen a bit the spirit of the squad, because those guys might not be ready to go all out to the finals. I'm sorry, but I'm not very confident about Europa. I'm more confident on getting the FA Cup. I'd rather go for the FA Cup all round and get the second place cemented. That's what I feel.
FA
Agreed.
Cup.
Agreed.
So now we have a question. I mean, Ivan, thanks for watching the show. Ivan just gonna say Ole not making a single sub in the West Ham game, probably sending out a message to the club that he's not happy with the squad and need reinforcement. Do you
Agree.
think so?
Yes.
Okay, another thing also, yeah, actually the substitution also puzzle me also. But then I'm trying to look on another perspective, whether it's Ole perspective or other perspective. But to just look on another side, right? We don't really have much players left on the bench, actually, to us, because we have some injuries, all this, right? So I think probably that was the reason why he decided not to change any players, or maybe because like his usual favorites are not in the subline, so he rather not
Yes.
to
No.
take the risk of putting someone new, and to not just someone new, I mean someone who's not really familiar of his favorite is, so to take the risk on and go on with it. It could be these two reasons that I could have picked about it.
Okay, I mean, okay, this question is going to go to the floor. Anyone can take it, but don't y'all think this lack of squad depth is Ole's own doing?
Of
Because
course.
I'm just going to throw back. We take one Bisaka. He's fatigued, but
Mm.
how come Brandon Williams has not been given game time? I mean, players don't come up like that. I mean, squad players, fringe players, this is what
Have to give it.
makes them
Yeah.
to be in the squad. We bring them in, we play them, and then we rest them, we strict. We had Mata not being used, injured in
Mm.
training. Lingard sent out. So, and at initial starting of the season, Ole was playing the same 11 to 15. So
Yeah.
it's hitting the toe now. And
Mm.
yes, I mean, like Ivan said, it might be sending out the message, but you're not going to get 18 world class players eventually. No one's going to sit
Mm.
on the bench. It's
Mm.
your squad player that's going to sit on the bench. So if we are going to truly go for FA Cup and Europa League, Ole has to start to be giving these players some game time. But if he doesn't, we are the
No,
big
no, we
problem.
don't. The funny part of this whole squad depth matter is we let go Angel Gomez. We let go Angel
Oh,
Gomez when we could have signed him. So that was a loss. And then we let go Jesse Lingard thinking that he passed his prime. And you know what? He's one of the key players in West Ham. And West Ham is no pushover team. They are in a very decent position. Okay, and he got some good goals and assists there. And we can see the liveliness there. And then we have Mata, like what Vinod said. Mata is a genius. He is a genius, and we're not using him. We bought Van der Beek, and we're always giving reasons that he's injured, he's not ready. I mean, you can't. It's baffling to know that after 5 6 months he's still not ready. It's baffling because this guy is not a academy product. He is a class player from Ajax. He was a very important player in Ajax, and Ajax, mind you, is a semi-finalist of the Champions League a couple of years ago. So they are no pushovers. Okay, we're not using him. And then like what he said, said Brendan Williams. And then we let go Dalot. We let go Dalot on loan. You see, you only let go players on loan when you have excess players. We don't have the excess players. It doesn't make sense. Why would it's like how we know? I don't have money, but I'm borrowing people money. But I don't have money. That's the whole situation right now. So I don't understand why did they let go players on loan. Because if you are serious about your team and you know you don't have the depth, I mean it's no brainer where you have to actually keep your
but
players. Yeah.
I mean, he has done something damn is puzzling, but he's came back to hit him back. That's what I would say because
Yeah,
we didn't have
it's
these
really
injury issues on the first half of the season, so
Mm.
now it's coming back. So talking about
But
these
but
injury
guys,
issues,
why why don't you think this way as well? Okay, look at Luke Shaw also, right? He was not at his prime and all this, how he is now, right? So Oli
mhm.
has actually give him the game time. He has actually improvised, and we have seen him being who he is now. So it's like if you want to blame Oli on this 100%, also it's like a plus and point, like plus and minus. Like you can see some players are really improvising. You can see some players are not given a game time, and you see now James are coming in more frequently also into the teams as well. So I think is it because of that Ole needed like more times to actually had the full understanding of his own players for him to actually to check whether they have to like let go some people or they have to like keep some players or
No,
the
but
squad depth
Selena,
and all
if you
that.
look at how Ole manages the team, it's very simple. He doesn't want to break something that's not broken.
Yeah,
Mm.
correct.
Doesn't
He
want to
doesn't
fix.
Check
take
with
he,
them,
yeah, he doesn't
Want to
take a
fix.
risk.
Yeah.
But as a top manager, if you're going to go for titles, the risk element is what you have to take. So
Yeah,
that's what I feel.
yeah, okay, you have a point, but it has backfired, and I think that stance of his has backfired because of his wanting to stick with the trusted side, his side, and so on. If you look at the league, it has costed us points. We have lost games that we could have won. I think also in the Champions League, I think the
Yeah.
stubbornness, his stubbornness in fixing the side. It's only now that you see a bit of change, but I think that is also down to the juggling in the backroom stuff that's happening. Of course, the new staff that he has brought on board, and you see the style of play a bit, the selection as well to a certain extent, and substitutions. And going back to West Ham, maybe. Uh, he after what had happened at Milan, at the Milan game, he probably thought, I do not want to concede any goal. We're doing well enough, and let's stick with this side. Although, but it was a bit strange though. There are no substitutions, but yeah, that's just my thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I don't think
But what
but
puzzles
we
me
know
about,
Yeah,
sorry,
go
huh?
on,
sorry,
go
yeah,
on.
go ahead.
So what puzzles me is I really feel that Ole is not giving enough game time for the young players, because we are renowned to develop young players, and the young players that we have are very capable, very talented, and if we let them go, there's so many clubs will get them and play for them. But that's what I really feel like Ole should give more time for the young players to play. The more they play, then only they will get the experience and the
Again, sorry, yeah.
audacity to
The
play for
confidence for
Manchester
him to play.
United.
Yeah.
I won't say confident, but the audacity to play for Manchester United. You are playing for Manchester United, so you have to behave like one. But if you are just sitting in the back room or just sitting in the substitution bench, it won't happen. It really won't happen. That's what happened with it, one Bisaka. Like what was said, he is fatigued. It's not like we feel like he's fatigued. He is fatigued. And he being a player who plays a high intensity game, we have to give some other players in that bank in that position and need to rest him. Really need to rest him.
Talking about resting him, poor. Do you think we have the Milan game coming up? Should he be
I'm not
rested in that game?
I'm
No,
not talking about the
he's
Milan
being a
game.
spider, man.
So
He's
I'm
going to
not
be in the
talking about the
starting
Milan
11.
game.
yeah,
But I'm
since now
talking
we
to
have came to the focus of the day, so yeah, let's go to the Milan game. Let's jump in straight to that.
Yep.
What do you think, poor? I mean, you buy the name of Zlatan there. Zlatan's going to appear today tomorrow for Milan. How
He
do we
knows
have
everyone.
enough?
well, at one corner of my heart, if Zlatan scores, I'll be very happy. At one corner. But
One corner.
like a football pitch, the corner will be for Zlatan, the whole pitch will be for Manchester United.
Right.
But I feel like, yes, he is old, he is not at his prime, but the confidence level he brought, the name of Zlatan gives fear to the enemy. It's not because he's fast or it's not because he's strong. No, it's because of his confidence and experience he has. That's the major threat that we have to face today.
Okay, plus Poor has said the major threat is Zlatan, 39-year-old guy. Do you feel he's the major threat, or there's some other elements that we have to be careful of?
I think they gave us a good game at Old Trafford. We were fortunate to score with Ahmad's goal, which was
Debut.
Yeah, and it was an outstanding goal. So it took a special
It was
effort to
a
score.
it was a fantastic goal. I mean, sense of
Exactly.
element. He just knew where the
Exactly. So I think who said as well, Dane said as well earlier, it's going to take a different mentality for this United to win away at Milan, and even we do it, that whole this whole away form and that driven desire to win must come through. And talking about the back four, for example, I don't know if he's going to start that back four formation, or is he going to change the formation and pack the midfield, because to handle the likes of Zlatan or someone tall, have the taller players at the back or whatever it is. I'm not sure, but I hope we contain him, um, and of the other players as well, because always we tend to do this. We have an ex-player score against us without fail. That always happens, without fail. And even if we go down a goal or from Zlatan, I hope we can turn that around as well, and get two. In fact, when we come to predictions, I'll let you know what's my score. Yeah.
Oh, so what's when you say ex-player means Zlatan, is it?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
Zlatan and Dalot?
That,
Both or only
no,
one?
no. Yeah, of course, both of them are playing. So yeah, Dalo also can score, but that'll be embarrassing if he scores, because most likely
Yeah.
to be Zlatan. Yeah, but I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah.
interesting thought. Bang Din, what about you, Bang Din? I mean, we are heading towards this game. Everyone's talking about United's great form away.
Mm.
But let's not forget, in Europe, we don't bear such a great form much. And
Well,
against Milan, we have lost 3 times to them out of 4 meetings, except for the last one. So how confident you are? On the plus point, I would say, on the league form, out of the last 4 games, Milan has lost 3. They have only managed to take 1 draw. So they are
yeah.
also not having the best of the games at
Actually,
home.
actually, Milan's.
Yeah.
But on
Banding,
Europe
before you
edition,
answer that,
they're having a great form. So how? Yes,
yeah,
Rina.
Bandin, before you answer that, right? Because I was actually thinking whether you're going to be happy or not, Marshall not playing. But since I just heard the earlier conversation that you actually wanted him to play, yeah, so you have to put this in your mind.
No, okay. Like what Vas was telling, we have the habit of letting our ex players score and celebrate against us. Okay, correct. But remember one thing, like what we know. Okay, we know. You said just now a 39-year-old man. Okay, that man is no least man. That guy is arrogance all over. You cannot find that type of arrogance in the other 6 billion people in the world. That's how much arrogance he has, and he actually
But
walks the talk most of the time.
But
And
but
that's
see, I
instead
why.
of
won't say arrogance. I won't say arrogance. It's a confidence level he
Don't.
has.
You see, bro.
I
The
for,
thing,
yeah,
yeah, the
I
thing
forgot.
is,
I forgot one thing. I forgot one thing. Zlatan has been called back into the national team. Yeah. If
yeah,
that is not
Yeah.
inspiring, I don't know what is. After
Yes.
so many years of
the thing about
absence, so
Zlatan.
you got to really worry about him being inspired tonight, or,
Yeah,
or later today.
because
Yeah.
let me tell you, I'm a very big fan of Zlatan. I'm a very big fan of Zlatan. I'll tell you, his arrogance and his confidence sync very well, and he walks the talk. A lion memang roars. But now the problem is we don't want him to roar against us. At the same time, we have pussycats at the back also. So when you put lions against pussycats, it's going to be a big problem. All right. So for me, Ole has to play Eric Bailly. He has to play Eric Bailly
He's
tonight.
injured.
Yeah, but
He's
but
injured.
yeah,
He's not playing.
I don't get
He's
this
not playing.
nonsense, You don't
Yeah.
play and you get injured. What are you at home doing some kind of cooking and you burn your finger or what? Like half the day everybody's injured. I don't know what they're injured, man. It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense,
that actually baffles me
Yeah,
as well
by
for
by
Van der
they
Beek as
made the
well.
squad as
that's the
well.
thing. That's
The
the
thing is,
only
if they're
thing that
injured in
I will
training,
be thinking about Eric Bailly. The
yeah, you
most
see,
of the season, he will be sitting home watching the matches.
no, the thing is, if they're injured in training, I think they got to redo their training plan all over again, man. I think it's quite a bad level of training they have. But again, to play against Milan, I feel we cannot go with the fact that oh, Zlatan's playing, you got to be fearful. No, you have to take the 11 of them equally serious about. Zlatan is just not one man army is going to destroy us. No such thing. That guy is old. He has his limitations. But remember one thing: in the first leg we saw what's the midfielder? Casey, right?
Kisi.
Cassie.
Kisi.
That guy was inspiring the day. We have Rafael Leo, Theo Hernandez, all these good players there. So remember, Zlatan is just one of the jigsaw. There are a lot of other players. So United have to go with a mindset of playing a good team, not a Zlatan team. If they go with that type of mindset, then they will prepare to play against AC Milan. If they go with a Zlatan mindset, they're going to play with Zlatan's AC Milan. So it depends how they're going for the game.
Okay,
Zlatan
how
FC.
But
should,
also,
how
but
do you
also,
think we should prepare this game then? How should we take on this game?
it's
If you don't
simple.
want to go with the mindset
My
of Zlatan, how
my
should we
my
play?
concept, my concept is it's simple. Score two goals. Just score two goals. If you concede two goals, I don't mind. Score two goals. Okay, because why? Away goals. We have the away goal rule. It's on our advantage. So please, United, the first half an hour, please score a goal. At the second half, at the first 10 minutes, score another goal. That's what we need. We need to cut them off or maybe dampen them at the most sensitive part. We need to score goals. And if you're going to die for a
Yeah.
penalty, you know what? Just go for it. Just go for it. Just get a. I don't give a damn. You know why? Because this game is going to be dirty for us. This is for me. This match is a potential final match. It's coming a
They
bit
have.
too early,
Mm.
right? So for me, United, they have to go with a PSG mindset where you're playing against the odds. In that game, you're playing at the full stadium, and today is empty stadium. So if you go to San Siro, you go to Maracana, you go anywhere, you're playing empty stadium. Do not have the thought that you're playing away. Just go there. Don't care where you're playing. Score the goal. Your focus
Mm.
is goal. Do not play possession football. Do not go defending. If you go defending, you're screwed because they are actually leading the tie by away goals. They have that in mind, go all out and just get that early goal. The early goal, defend well, like how they defend against Man City. I mean, even though it's clumsy and dirty, it's okay. Just defend it, hit on the counter in the second half, finish off the time.
Okay,
But
Ole Gunnar
easy to
Solskjaer, I
say.
hope you're listening this to Bang Din ranting here.
No,
His
it's easy
itinerary
to
said
say.
he has told you
It's,
instruction very clear. If not, Bang Din,
Give,
give a
give
call
Oh,
to
the two
Solskjaer and
goals,
tell him
yeah.
you
specific
need to do
instructions.
this.
This is the game
Always
plan for
WhatsApp
today.
a single thing. Always WhatsApp single thing. I don't know why.
And
Let's
No,
also,
but
we
go.
know, I want
talking
to add on.
about
I want to add on Dinesh also.
Yeah.
On top of what he said, right? You score the early goals and all that. I think also the most important thing is each individual players have to play all their hearts out, like every
Mm.
single position,
Have to be
all
on
of them. Just like exactly how the Man City match, right? You
to be
all
sharp.
play out. You just go out, all
Yep.
they're just thinking this is the final match. You go
Mm.
out, you raw, you do whatever it is. At least you lose also. You lose with pride. It's different. Don't just go there defend and then you miss all this kind of like chances and all this.
Serena,
Just
I
go all
agree,
out.
Serena, because why? I don't mind going out of Europa, but I know I went out against a good team, played a good game. I lost by hard luck. I mean, we done it before. We lost to Bayern Munich when Fergie was around with a Robben's wonder goal against Van der Sar.
Correct.
I've seen it. We started
Mm.
well, we kind of punctured halfway. But again, we can take credit because we played well. But against Milan, let me tell you, Milan's form recently has been a bit dubious because they were now behind 9 points behind Inter. So they are also on a slump. But again, United, anybody will actually wake up. So that's our problem now. So we have to go fighting, and we got to take the game such a way that
So
it's a
you,
do or
you,
die.
you mean
Play
that
the
Yeah.
Milan game is not big enough for the United players to wake up?
bro. If
Yeah.
this
As
game is
big as
not
City.
big enough, then I think you should just quit the club, man. This is the biggest game of the season,
I mean,
personally.
yeah. No, I
Personally,
think what they should do is similarly how they played against City to score early in both halves, literally shock them out of the system, and that's the only way to get the goals. But they have to score. There's no other way not to score.
Hmm.
They have
Yeah.
to score and have that momentum. Yeah,
Scoring early, I would say, correct, because if you
like
look
a
back,
punch.
the games that everyone expected United to have tough match,
Yep.
Leeds United or Manchester City. The similar thing with these two games was the early goals.
Yep.
So that knocked out the opponent. Said. So
Yeah, we
against
did in
Milan, that's
both
the
halves.
only thing that
Mm,
United has to be doing.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Well,
that's one guy that worries me. You're instead of Zlatan, Sandro Tonali. That's a mini Andrea Pirlo upcoming. But if we can stop his supply, I think Zlatan should be.
No, but I got a question for you guys. Is Pogba fit for the game? Is Pogba fit for the game?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
he's
I
made the
hope.
side. He's made
Yeah, I
the
hope.
side.
You know
Whether
what?
it start or not, that's not. We're not
Yeah,
sure yet.
you know why now? Because I hope they play with Bruno and Pogba and just one
Which way?
holding midfielder, not two. I hope it's either McTominay and Pogba and Bruno. Because why? That alone will show you the intention whether it's going to attack or defend or just hold the game. You know, we need. I mean, as much as I might not be a big Pogba fan, we need every able body to actually fight through the battle tonight. And I think Pogba would make the difference because that guy has something to prove right now. Because I mean, I'm hearing all rumors that he's going to actually extend the contract at Old Trafford, which is going to be a bad news or good news. I'm not sure, but you know, just prove your worth. If you're going to leave this summer, just prove your worth. Give out the best you have.
Adding to Vinod's comment regarding Sandro Tonelli, I really feel that whether yes we have to score, it never mind. It's an early goal or late goal. It's okay. Never mind. But the first thing they have to do is they need to cut their third attacking half. They need to cut. They need to cut Sandro Tonelli's his
Distributions.
ball distribution to the attacking. That guy is, yes, of course, he is the next Andrea player. I watched the game against Napoli. His vision, his ball distribution was fantastic. It's just AC Milan striker didn't finish the job. So if you ask me, if you cut him down, if you destroy his supply ability, then the game is in our hand. Scoring or not, that's the second case. But cut him first. Cut the ball distribution by him.
All right. Good one, Pua. I mean, we have some fan here. Sridaran, hey Was and Dinesh. Go United. Okay, Was, there's a comment here from Kishan. I want you to take it up. He said easy win for United and the fans are worried about it. Do you think it's an easy win and we're worrying about it too much?
No, it's not. It's
not
it
easy.
will
No,
not be.
I think Kishan, I think it's AC Milan that's worried. That's why Zlatan is checking on this show to see if you can get any tips how to beat United.
I wish.
Possible
no,
inside.
anything but easy. I mean, it's going to be.
Yeah.
It can go either way, definitely.
I mean, what do you think? But Dave has came out. Dave, thanks for watching also. Oh, Dave B Studio is in the house. What's the plan if exit qualify to the next round? Okay, I think that's the double question, I assume. What's the plan if we fail to qualify for next round?
FA Cup.
FA Cup and League.
FA Cup.
Focus on League because the teams.
We got no
below
choice, do we?
us-
I mean, do we have a choice? We don't have a choice. If
Yes, exactly. No choice.
if we crash out of Europa, we don't have a choice. We have to put all and go all out for the FA Cup. That's all.
and we have to remember the team below us. They have a chance to catch up on us. They have a chance.
Yeah.
Very
the
close,
league-
very close.
The league must be the highest priority.
Yeah. And I think it's psychological because we are playing Leicester in the FA Cup, for example, and Leicester are right below us, 1 point behind. And if they beat us there, that's going to be a psychological this thing against us as well. I think we are in a very key stage in the league at the moment where we need something to move us forward, and hopefully we get a result that works in our favor. And don't want to say this. Hope that we don't fail on both cups. I hope that doesn't happen. But at least
We have not
progress in
reached the
one.
semi-final yet.
I know what you
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
by
I
that. Semi-final specialist. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think at least break the curse lah. Finals
Yeah.
pun tak apa lah.
But yeah, talking about breaking the curse, don't y'all think it's okay? League is important. I'm not telling no, but is it crucial? Okay, let's put it in this way. Assuming that we finish second in the league, but we get knocked out. We just say both of the cups we get knocked out this week. Is it a good season or bad season?
I will say it's not a very good season. It is a good season because in the beginning of the season, no one expected we in the second position.
Correct.
No one expected that we will be playing like how we playing now.
But
Everyone
well,
was
I'm going to. If you look at money at cost per dollar,
We should
we
be.
are at the back of City in
Yeah,
wages.
correct.
Cost spending net transfer across the 5 to 6 seasons,
Yep.
we are the only one behind City. So to uh, to take it like finishing second or qualifying Champions League is good enough. I mean, Arsenal fans not going against you, but then don't you think that we are accommodating to how Arsenal are? I mean, we used to say that Arsenal just qualify for Champions League, but aren't we trying to do the same?
I will say that's the I will say that's the position we are right now. We are not in the Champions League, no. And our main focus is to qualify for the Champions League next season. So the position in the league is very important. That's the first thing. The second thing is whether we are spending and not spending. We can't judge the future. We can only know that the player can play very well, and we are buying him. So whether he performs in our club or not, we are not God to judge that he will perform. Like Bruno Fernandes, yes, we had the opinion that he's a good player, but now
Mm.
he's above than that. He is a world class midfielder.
Okay.
So I feel like for me, finishing the second position is a good season.
Yep. But yeah, if I may, I mean, sorry, if I
Yeah,
may
boss.
add, I think for the money we spent, we talk about the squad, we talk about Ole's insisting on his side and his team and so on. I said this before in the previous show, and I'll say it again. Maguire is not worth the money that he was bought for. Um,
Boss, I think
yeah,
70% of the players that we bought is not worth of the money.
so if you say we should be closer to City, I say yes, we should be closer to City. If you look back at the games we played in the league, how many of them that we were winning the games and we drew them the last minute. We even lost games from drawing situations and so on. So I think convincingly we are not there yet when we should be. Second place, yes, of course, but you look at the gap between us and City is still huge by number of points and where we are. Yes, we beat them at City's ground, but we have lost ground on so many other smaller teams when we should have won. And I think we are just not there yet in the sense. So I think nothing great to be honest, as far as the season's concerned. Honestly, not the United standard that we are used to. Even when we are finished, when Arsenal were doing well and we finished in the top three, for example, uh,
Yeah,
or top two, we were still a force to be reckoned with.
correct.
We still had more points in the league where we are now, and all round we had really talented and good players and strength in depth as well. Yeah,
We just knew next year we will come back to the top. The
exactly,
confidence was there. But this
exactly.
season,
Yeah,
It was a blip.
next year
you
we know
will have.
there's no more excuses. We have
Yeah,
to win something. Definitely,
correct.
no more excuses. I think with the addition of DOF now, right?
Yeah,
We should be getting the players right this time. We should be
hopefully.
getting some players out as well. So that next year is going to be a real do or die. He really has to win something.
Mm,
Next year.
yep.
Wow.
Maybe
So
next season.
we are
Next
giving him
season.
another extension. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Why not? Yeah, yeah. I would say yeah. Because you see, even now, right? Actually, for me, in another way, so I'm happy that we are out from Champions League because with the squad that we had, right? I do not see that we're going to compete with all the other teams there in Champions League. So for me, this
Mm,
Europa is going to be a testimonial match for us. To see how far we can go, like how we can compete in Europe and all this. So
yeah.
finishing second should be a priority as well. But then next season, it's a must. No more excuses that we have to make it right this time.
I'd like us to win the FA Cup because we've not won it for a long time, and we are, um, apart from after Arsenal, we are the second most winners of the FA Cup. I'd like us to win that again and have that glory again. That's always been somewhat of a start of a run that we go on to, whether it's in the league or in Europe as well. getting the FA Cup again is something. Yes, it's huge as far as the famous cup is concerned. Get that, win that as well. That'd be good as well. I'd be happy with the FA Cup win as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Alright,
always feel like Arsenal are the FA Cup specialists, and
hey
their
guys,
only
let's skip the
KPI
FA Cup.
is
They're coming there
the
next.
Sure,
But before
sure.
we jump, I mean, since the FA Cup is hotting up, we're going to quickly close this topic here by the predictions. Was, what do you think?
Of course, I want us to win. We talked about goals. Tonight's latest prediction, I'm going for a 1 to Milan, 2 to United.
Goal scorers?
I'm not gonna. I can't say. I just want the score, to be honest. Obviously, I'm hoping the usual suspects play their part.
All right, that's interesting. Pua, what about you?
same as was 2-1.
2-1.
And the scorer, you know the scorer for Milan. Who is it?
All right, and Pua,
And for Manchester,
we have
it would be Rashford.
we have a shout out for you from Pua also. Hi Pua, Zatan from Pua. Okay, bye. You never walk alone. Thanks for watching, Pua. Bang Din, what about you, Bang Din?
I think it's going to be a 2-all draw. We're going to go on away goals.
How
It's
come
going to be a
you,
hard 2-all draw.
you and your neighbor are in sync, is it?
No, actually, we spoke telepathically over just now. but I think United will have. It's going to be a very big ask to win the game cleanly. For me, it's going to be away goals. Sadly, it's going to be away goals. I felt like we could have taken the game in the first leg and done something better. We didn't do what we're supposed to do. Going to Milan, we're returning players of the top players from Milan. It's not going to be easy. But again, I'm just being optimistic of a draw. But anything can happen. I'm a bit very dodgy and skeptical, but I don't know why. Just not getting some good vibes on that. So I think maybe I got to pray after this very hard.
No, I think something just gone something with you being positive or Marshall. That's suddenly being
because when I
I
watched
think the burger or the fries you had something got something to say.
the first leg when I watched it, I was, to be honest, I'm still shell shocked on how Milan actually played. I was amazed with the way they played, especially quick passes, the triangle passes was amazing, and literally it was schooling us at the left and right flanks, So that was what I'm worried. And now they go back with some returning players. I don't know what these guys are capable of, And I know
And
what
our players and with our injured players.
you see, our first best 11 also might not be actually a match for them. Let me tell you, you can tell
No,
injury
but, okay, wait. But you have Cavani back.
No, Cavani not traveling. I don't think so. He traveled.
Oh
If I
no,
Cavani is not playing.
Cavani is not in. He didn't make the
Cavani-
squad either.
Cavani when they be playing.
He was
Three
pulled
of
off
them are
last
playing,
minute. Yes.
confirm.
Yeah. He didn't make it.
Yeah.
Ole actually man,
Correct.
best in-
Cavani is not traveling. Okay, but you got Pogba back,
Well, that's the only
and
hope
you
I
got
have right now.
and you got Ole's favorite evergreen, everlasting David De Gea back.
Which
De
I
Gea
hope he
was
doesn't.
Yeah,
But I hope he
that's one
doesn't
question.
because
Yeah,
Henderson played a wonderful match in the first leg. I was impressed the way Henderson played. So I hope the cup becomes Henderson's playground and let the league. If David's going to start in the league, why not? But I think the cup should belong to Henderson. How Romero was given the choice.
Correct.
So I just hope David doesn't start. With all due respect to him, he's a good goalkeeper, but I think this is the best for Henderson. But again, 2-all away goals. You asked me the scorers. It's not fantasy, so anybody
I
can
hope
score.
you're wrong. I hope you're wrong, Dave. I hope you're wrong. I
No,
don't
no.
want to all.
No, it's okay. It's whether 2-1 or 2-2. We still qualify.
No. I know.
Two
I hope
all,
we qualify.
two
I
all
want us
is
to-
like bleeding till 95th minutes, just playing on the dark.
No,
the one
you know what?
that was Saki Hati.
yeah.
I cannot think anymore. Early morning some more.
When was the last time we were at the edge of our seats? When was the last time we were at the edge of our seats? It's been a while. So let's it's okay. Just let it happen.
It wasn't so long ago against Everton game.
After when was the last time we had a heartbreak many times?
game.
Yeah,
No,
many
Everton game. The Everton fans were at the edge of the seats. We were actually about to get up already.
Oh yeah, we had one against Brighton. Remember, Dinesh? Brighton, the one after the final whistle.
Yeah.
We got the goal.
Because we got a penalty.
Brighton's coming up again. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Next league game.
but again, 2-2, I think it's going to be a Maguire header from the set piece. I think it's going to be Bruno Fernandes or a Pogba goal, either one of them. It's not going to be the strikers. It's our midfielders who might be getting the goals.
Even after Maguire did the famous clearance in opponent's post.
That's why I
But I
said Fuad,
just feel,
because he's so used of defending, right? So I think he
Come
like
on.
got confused for a while.
yeah, but I just
block or
feel,
should
I feel
I
he will nick it today. I think Maguire might
But
get a
then,
goal.
but then you are very positive today. I like it.
I'm
Okay.
positive.
Very positive.
Hi, it's
I'm
hi.
going to just run through the comment section
I'm
quickly.
gathering this one.
Dave,
2-0. Milan 2-0.
gambling this one. 2-0, but Hard says United nicking this one hard way. All right.
Always follow the
Kishan,
hype.
Kishan is
2-0.
back. Show some respect on Henderson Bangden. He's not Pickford.
Okay lah, we know then.
JB. De Gea saved you a lot. Years by years, it's a big gamble having him on the goal. Disagree. Oh,
Disagree.
Kishan goes on and say, I can predict a heartbreak is going to happen.
For
For
Milan.
AC Milan.
Either to Milan or United. Kishan
Of
and
course,
course.
either Milan or United. Who else is playing in the game?
So Kishan, you have to make a mind, Kishan. Which one?
No, Kishan
Milan or United?
said heartbreak and he put
But-
Milan's team first. So that means he expected
But he
Milan.
predicted the scoreline 3-1 United. So I
He was
guess
playing FIFA lah. Too much of FIFA.
Too much of FIFA.
Naughty boy.
Yeah. Okay, before I move on, Serena, what's the score?
Okay, mine. My predictions is 3-1. United winning 3-1.
Oh.
And also, allow me to say something because my line was out just now, right? So I think I missed out a few points. I think this match, because even though Pogba's coming in, I don't think so he's going to be in the first 11 straight because he just came back like after 5 weeks or what break. And then he just joined the training yesterday, So I do not think that he is ready for the first 11 players to be in. So I think he's going to come in as a substitution. And I hope Henderson play, but if not, I think I go with what Vino said. Maybe the favourites of Ole will be back, De Gea. But somehow I feel it's going to be positive. I'm thinking whether James or Ahmad, but I think both should be given. I'm just not sure who is going to go in there. And my scorer, right, I want to be, I'm choosing for Bruno. I hope James score. I really want to see him building his confidence back. And one more, I hope Pogba scored. And for Milan, I think that fella, who's that, Kise, I think he might have the chance to score, yeah. He had a handball there the other day, so called off, right? So I think he might get a revenge this time.
Good.
How about you, Vinod? What's your prediction?
Yeah,
Very
yes.
important.
Vinod.
What happens in the game is my prediction.
No, you cannot be so blunt like that. Give us a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, be interesting to know.
Yes.
I think it's going to go to penalties.
Oh, so one draw and penalties.
Someone takes it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 1-1 draw, then yeah, you'll go into a penalty. Yeah.
And now you want
I don't see Ole, to be very honest, making the bold move of attacking. I think we are going to sit. Same goes. I think both teams will be playing out of the break, but it'd be key to see who comes out at the top.
I don't want penalties because we're playing the next game on Monday.
Yes.
It would be a totally disastrous if as you said gone into penalties, playing into extra time and then into penalties and then to get knocked out from there. I don't think they'll survive Monday's game. I'd rather we get it over and done with over 90 minutes. And we win it
better.
outright.
And also it's good for us because it's playing in the morning.
Then
So
I
it's-
think I need to call Matt Damon because he's good at Italian jobs.
And also, we know if it's gonna be penalty, I hope it's not De Gea. Because he's
Oh
bad at
yes, of
penalty.
course. And again, Donnarumma is very good with penalties. Very, very good.
I mean, it's going to be very interesting thing. I mean, yes, because I have two. My mind says one, my heart says one with the scoreline. So I want United to win, but on paper wise, it's going to be a tough nut to crack. We are going to Milan, we are going to San Siro, and Milan do have some strong players. And if they play how they played against Napoli the other day, we might have problem. But the key, I would still say again, we stop Sandro Tonali,
Yes.
then it's us. to take.
Stop him, kill him,
But
throw
we
him
don't
out.
stop him, we have a problem there. So having said about Sandro Tonali, can we stop Jamie Vardy and progress to the next round of the FA Cup,
Ooh.
the Leicester and the United game?
Well, against top teams, Jamie Vardy will be wow. I don't know why. Against top team, he
Yep.
will be in the spotlight.
Yep.
And now we are above them. We are the top team.
He's
So
not
that-
been scoring. He's not been scoring, has he, recently
No,
for
but
Leicester?
if he has not been scoring, but if you all look at the last game, I was watching, he was behind all the moves, all the goals.
Yeah.
Was involved.
Playmaker.
Yeah.
But he wasn't scoring the chances that he used to score. He missed some sitters, but afraid against us, suddenly everything comes perfect.
Yeah. Always,
Yeah.
always,
top team.
always. The striker not doing well will score against us every time it happens. I know.
I think we are giving them chance to break their curse. Okay, you break the curse, score.
Yeah, like Sheffield United, right? They say, okay, never mind, you never win, right? Come, let's play against us. Let you win.
I think that's most likely to go into penalties. I think that game is most likely to go to penalties because the previous game we had with them was a 2-2 draw as well, I believe, right? And I think that may go into penalties.
Because
And
FA
I
Cup
don't
doesn't
mind.
have extra time. It immediately goes
Yes,
to penalties.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Vinod and Was, I hate you guys. I really hate you guys. One person wants us to sit at the edge of this chair. One person wants us to stand at the edge of the cliff.
What to do? I mean, we're being real. I'm being realistic. No point dreaming, you know. You have to be as realistic as possible.
I mean,
Unless,
yeah, because Sipo, to be very honest, right, the both games are coming too close, and it's not like we know how our manager starts up the game, and the same players that's going to play. Maybe the most likely change we might have if Baik recovers from his knock, Cavani is back. Okay, they might start, but if it's going to be the same suspects, and it's going to take a toll on them for the Milan game, traveling, coming back, and going to Monday Night Football. It's going to be taking a lot.
Yeah. And
Let's
I'm
say
afraid the players
I'm
going to
not
be
a
fatigued as
Manchester
well.
United fan. Let's say I'm an Arsenal fan, and you ask me an opinion. What's the score would be against Milan and Leicester? I would say it's a draw. If I'm not a Manchester United fan, I would say both game is a draw. Because both game was very, very tough for us. In 3 days, 3-4 days.
yeah,
of time.
correct. It's tough. Agree. That's why it's a very slim
It's quite close,
margin. We are in a very funny position because in the league we are nowhere close to City. We are possibly
11
potentially
points.
yes, exactly, and between second and third is like very, very close, obviously. So we have to build on that. But winning the league is like very far away unless City collapses. So it's not something that we can go for. But then we have these two games back to back, which we need to win, at least in Europa, which is the bigger cup. So it's a very, very strange situation to be in. Very strange situation to be in. And I hate to be in the worst situation, but it's a very strange situation to be in. I just hope the best. That's all.
Same. I really hope.
But I
the
have a
best.
feeling, right? If we knock out from the Europa, right, then I think the hunger in FA Cup is going to be different. So even though it's a bit close, this one, so I think they're going to go all out for FA because that's the only choice left, right? So they're going to go there. But if you're going to win against Europa, so that's when I'm thinking whether they take another pressure on or not again, because they're going to go all out for Europa, right, against AC Milan.
Selena, I ask you one question. You want 2 videos of Mr. J or 1 video of Mr. J?
I wish we had the squad of 99. Oh, this is all no questions asked. We'd have bulldozed our way through all the way against all the
99, 2006.
No, the one's puzzling me is just sorry guys. Is we are telling about winning tonight, and then we don't know whether we can go back to FA Cup and perform well. Okay, let's be honest on few things here. The players have only one thing to do: play football, earn big money. All right, they come back. They just have to play football again, play a good game. I mean, every other team has multiple games to play, and if they can perform, so what's stopping us? So the problem with us is we think that we're playing a World Cup final, because we are making things tough for us. Hence, if we have gone and done our job properly at the first leg, I think this particular statement or arguments or even clarification would not be happening. So the problem is our own players. They have to be 100% focused on every match day. If Man City can do that, or if other great good teams can do that, and if we aspire to be them, then we should start doing something right now.
Okay, Dinesh, I will tell you why Man City can do that and why we cannot do that.
Okay.
Because we don't spend to get the right players. We just spend big.
No. Okay. Let me correct you there. We spend to get the players not worth what we spend. That's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. We buy players because we want to buy to make a statement. That's what happened to Maguire. We made a buy to make a statement to Liverpool that we can do one better than Van Dijk.
Yeah, but never used to happen.
For me, I feel Maguire's purchase was a desperate purchase.
A panic buy. It was a panicking commercial.
No. I mean, Maguire's buy, yes, Solskjaer came out and said that he wants Maguire, but doesn't mean you need to go for that price tag. And if you look to 5 to 6 years ago, even Ferguson's era, so we would gone for someone else. But this was like, if you look, the panic button has been hit. Ed Woodward has been just hitting panic buttons over and over again for the last 5-6 years. Panic buys, panic signings, just making statement signings, going up.
Because back in the years, we had David Gill to do things well for us. Maybe a Peter Kenyon.
Yeah, correct.
Now we have a joker doing things where you see money has no value. If David Gill was around with Ole or maybe Jose or maybe Van Gaal, things would have been different. We would have made proper biddings, and we would not be actually bullied into the transfer market. Okay, and let's put it on. Even don't look at the buys lah. The current crop of players we have, why can't they be? I mean, they are all paid equally or maybe better, like the City players and many other players. Why can't they perform? Why those guys? But you're in the same salary bracket. Your same commercial deals, you're having all the things. Why can't you perform? It's because simple. They take things for granted because United have to actually end of the summer have to sit down a drawing board and
I think Dinesh,
at least 10% of
let's
the team.
keep this topic for the next Devils then. I think we will be. I mean, this is a very good topic. I mean, those who guys are watching us, I'm going to pause on this topic. I'm going to bring it back next week. So you guys got no choice to come back and watch us back for next week.
Okay. But this is what you're going to get next week from the same thing from you.
We are going to talk about spending. Spending, right? Spending proper. So you guys know, I already give you all a hint for next week's topic. Come back. But in FA Cup, 3 games to final. Past quarter final, then semi-final. Semi-final is a bit tough. Ole have to move on. Pass it. But should we just go all out for that? Or because this FA Cup tie is going to be quite interesting. From Brendan Rodgers also, we all know that Brendan Rodgers actually doesn't bother much about cup ties. He has not gone all out. Would he also, do you all think, would he sacrifice the club tie or would he go all out, knowing that they just got knocked out from the Europa League too?
Well, that's the only cup they have chance right now. They are out of Europa League. So what else they can get? To get to above us, that is a possibility. To get above Manchester City, I would say no. So that's the only success they can get this season.
Yep.
So they will be more hunger for the cup than us.
Yep. Agreed.
And honestly, right, if United are not in the competitions, right, I would have actually root for Leicester to win this cup.
Leicester, not Bournemouth. Bournemouth is there. I would rather have a championship team winning it.
Yeah, you say Wednesday final.
I mean, yes. So, FA Cup, for me, I still find it's very crucial. And you said the hunger, but we are Manchester United. So, when the boys wears the badge and goes on to the game, goes on to the field, they should have the double hunger. So
that's what you think. That's what you and I think. They don't have it. They don't have it. I'm sorry, they don't have it.
I'm very sorry. I can only see certain players proudly carrying the badge. Bruno Fernandes, yes. Fred, yes. Luke Shaw, yes. David James, even though he didn't perform for few games,
Daniel James.
few
McTominay,
months
Daniel
ago,
James, Daniel James.
Yeah.
Daniel
Luke
James, sorry,
Shaw.
yeah, Daniel James, he is performing now. So it doesn't matter whether you're performing or not. When you have the pride that you are carrying the badge in your chest, you will perform. You
For
will.
me, ask me the Leicester match is a no-brainer. They have to go to 100%. What's the reason they have? Play Milan, I'm too tired. My legs are aching. I've lost my leg. No such thing. You go, you play again. That's your job. Do it. I
I'm
mean, that's
I'm
what Roy
I'm,
Keane will tell
I'm
you. That's
very
what Roy
sorry,
Keane will tell
guys.
you.
For me, I feel that is Pogba's excuse. Typical
Okay,
Pogba excuse.
okay. I mean, if that's what you say, then I think the summer needs an overhaul. We got to get
So
players who can
I
play
mean,
week in, week out.
Bagden just mentioned about Keane will say that. So do you think we need Keane back in the coaching squad?
That is more like
Since
closing a club for good. That would be another stupid move because Keane has a good motivation speech. I don't deny that, but sometimes he's brainless also because he thinks he's back in Hitler time. So I think he just stay in the pundit with the aircon, just speaks his
no,
nonsense.
let's not talk about Keane being as a assistant
Hmm.
manager or the frontliner. As a coach,
You see,
As a
no,
backroom staff.
yeah.
no, I wouldn't want him because that guy
No,
can
I
be
think
totally
he's.
nuts.
If you
I
I
think
would
he's
keep
if
it.
too
you
regimental. I think he's too
Yeah,
You
regimental.
must
and
remember
also,
one thing, a strict parent doesn't mean the kid's gonna behave well. You must remember that. It means it's
a
also
tactical
same goes to
parent
Rokin. I think you're gonna go there, you're gonna shout at all the players, but is the players gonna be, motivated, is gonna be happy or not, and all that? That's
or
another thing as well.
devastated. Which is which?
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
let me tell you, he went ranting on MUTV by the players, and you know what happened? Fergie got pissed off. He just kicked him out of the team because he does not know what to do, when to do, and how to do. That's the problem in Keane.
I mean,
So
he's
if
a
you
What
good
do
ask
you
me
player.
mean when to
who
do, how to
to
do?
add on,
He was a good player. He was a good
he
player.
was a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
player, a great leader.
A good and a
he's
good
a great
captain.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's
if you
about
ask
it.
me who we need
Hmm.
to add in our backroom staff, it's Paul Scholes.
Oh, that would be great though. Oh my god, I love that
Paul
player.
Scholes.
No, I don't
I
think so. We need
I
our
think
ex players.
I
We
mean
need a tactical
I
people.
think yes, we need a tactical coach. We need to stop this reunion of I mean they were great
Oh
Because
yeah,
players
yeah,
at
that's
the
another
day.
thing. Yeah,
no, you
we
see,
need to stop
when
that. Yeah,
They
I
only
agree. I
No,
agree.
back in the days when Fergie was around, we had Rene, we had Queiroz, we had Kid, and those guys were doing Fergie's bidding on the touchline, and
yeah.
those guys were tactical masters, I would say. I mean, they were because Fergie was not a great. I think we spoke about it. He was not a great tactical expert, but he was a great motivation. Fergie was a motivation. He had idea, attack, but how you
Man
play,
manager.
how
Was
you
a
set
good
the
man
Yeah.
manager as well.
yes,
Fergie
he's
was
a
the man
man
But
manager
but
who
manager.
made sure that he
but
supplemented
then
himself with good
Yeah.
tasks.
Mm.
Because if you ask me, bringing schools and all that, it's a feel good factor. Class and I do reunion, another documentary. But the thing is,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
club
stop
is about
that. Yeah.
no,
progressing.
no, Bangding, you need to understand me. I am talking about bringing Scholes into the back room.
Hmm.
It's not for the first team. No, bring him to the youth squad. Bring him to under 21.
But is already there, right?
But
But
it's
is
Yeah.
already
already
there.
managing the under 18s now. Am I
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the head of the
Yes,
technical.
but if you ask me whether it's the quality of Scholes or but Scholes,
No, I still disagree with you because let me tell you why. Um, okay, let's put it this way: a great player does not make a great coach. Ryan Giggs, a great player. I wouldn't say he's a great coach.
That's true.
Okay, let's put it this way.
I think
Pele.
Ryan Giggs is a topic for another day. He
Okay,
wasn't given to
what I'm trying
he
to
wasn't
say is,
given
yeah,
a
no,
choice.
what
He
I'm trying to
wasn't
say,
given
yeah, I mean that's the sad part. But what I'm trying to say is, we already have Bud there, and he's a good player. He is doing a good, decent job, I believe, getting some young players in. Let's not mix up the whole thing. Now, let him just do what he's doing because autopilot mode is there. But in the first team, we have some
And we have
nice,
Carrick,
great,
we have
great figures.
Fletcher
I
now.
don't deny that. But you're not tactically sound. We need somebody who's tactically sound, like a Guardiola type of mindset, who knows how to play the opponent at their game. You know how to counter that. So we need somebody who can assist Ole Gunnar because Ole Gunnar, he's for me, he's still raw. He's very raw. There's a lot of tweaking to be done,
Baby, lah,
but you need
baby,
somebody who can guide
baby.
him. So for me, a Rene return or a Queiroz return would be great. would be great.
But Rene Malstein is in the side. I don't know why he's not directly being the assistant manager. Like how he was with Ferguson previously.
Ferguson, yeah.
He's
Correct.
not given a free hand. I think he should come back. He's a very good assistant manager, as he has proven that with Ferguson as well
Correct.
before.
Yes.
And instead of the younger guys, Rene Malstein still is very good tactically, and I think he should be the guy who's calling the shots tactically as well, and be given that chance to turn things around. I don't see him doing that unless the other assistant managers are not available. I don't know what's the other guy's name. Who is the
Phil
young?
McKenna.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not sure what he's doing there, but Rene Malstein's definitely got the experience in managing.
We need to bring back. We need to bring back, or maybe we gotta get somebody who's knowledgeable enough, with this current era of football. So I mean, if you do that, then I think this team has a better heading than what it is right now.
No, like talking about what we knew it, we need to do it differently. How? Why? Leicester game. Let's come back there quickly and wrap it up for the day. Plus, what do you think needs to be done differently for the game, for us to take it?
Again, it's an away game. It's going to be hard to say. It all depends on what happens tonight, and even if it doesn't go our way, we got to be mentally strong. We've got to go with the same type of tactics we played against City. I think that's what is the best going forward. Got to be on our toes and play our best, because as our colleagues here mentioned before, Leicester's got nothing to lose. They're out of Europa. They've got that cup to go on and win, and it's 3 games to the finals, right? For both parties as well. No, I think we've got to go in with the same strategy we went with City. Defend well, counter attack well, play well. Literally, I can't call it any other way. I mean, we know all the players. We don't have anybody special that's going to come in just for that game. So that's my call. That's my call.
Right,
Irrespective what happens tonight. We must not harbor anything that moving into that game 3 days time. Yep.
Well, what do you think would be scoreline?
1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
Hard fought. 1-0.
Very hard fought.
Maguire scoring the winner. Back in his hunting ground.
That might be happening.
Oh, then he will be the hero of the night.
He will be in the front page of all newspapers in England.
Bang Din, might we see Marshall coming in and scoring a hat-trick on that game?
2-0 for United. Maybe if Marshall start, he might score.
Wow. I love to see I don't know, something wrong with Dinesh. Not wrong, I mean something different with Dinesh today. Wow. This is the best show, actually we can see a difference. Not only Luke Shaw improvise, we can see a different characters from Dinesh also.
Now just being positive.
Anti-Marshall.
Trying to be positive.
Did Marshall call you up, or did you all have a heart-to-heart conversation?
We
I think the McDonald's was delivered by Marshall.
Because I see a rejuvenated Marshall. I see personally after the Man City match that guy played like $1 million. So I like what I saw. And against Milan in the first half before he was out.
But that guy missed the sitter on the City game too.
No, but the thing is, we cannot expect.
But he still played well. He's played
You
well.
see, the first step of success is improving. It's not needing straight the dart. You got to improve. The improvement was there. Of course, he missed a sitter, but who doesn't? But the fact that the work rate was good, I'll give applause to that. I can't say I hate that guy because I don't have a beef with him personally. It's just what he does for my club. And if he did something good, then I will just say that, you know what, you manned up, you was good. But again, he can turn back bad, and I'll still go back to the same old Abang Din.
Okay, so Abang Din is going for 2-0. What about Asin?
I think, right, Vinod, maybe Marshall would have told him, right, you better do another video praising me, okay, next time. So I want that video to go viral.
It might happen, it might not happen, but I have my next target. It's coming soon. Don't worry.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Mine. I'm going for I think I'm going to go for a Nick win. I think it's going to be same also 1-0. I don't know. I don't want it to be a penalty, but it's going to be a controversial for sure.
Oh,
Let's see.
Oh, controversial penalty. I mean, yes, everyone's going here. But Pua, you have a comment here from Pua too. You resemble Robert Pires.
Well, I resembles him, but my height is not near to Robert Pires. So there is a difference over there.
There's a comment here from Siva. Siva, thanks for watching. He's going for a United win, I assume, because it's away 3-1. So yeah, so looks like everyone's confident for us to progress in the Europa League and also in the FA Cup. Hopefully, we can go further and come back with a good
What
win.
is your prediction?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
No
not gonna
blunt
leave you,
answers.
okay?
No blunt answers. We want numbers.
who mine? 2-1 to United.
I want one answer. Don't give me this hate, this mine, this knee all, okay? Just give me one answer.
Who's? Sorry.
Mine, okay. United to win it 3-2.
Wow.
Okay.
High
Okay.
scoring game.
Hard fought.
No, I think we might do a comeback win. Going down 2-1 and coming back winning it 3-2.
Oh, 5
I
United
thought
players.
you will be saying that we will be scoring 3 first, then we will be hammered 2 goals.
Yeah, that might happen also.
That might happen. That happened before, So yeah.
Maguire might have a
But-
chat in half time and told Vardy, come on for old man. Come on for old times. So just let it go one, something like that.
No, for me,
Lah.
I look
Come
at
on.
this cup matches very important for Ole. He needs to bring back one of it. So that will be his KPI, I feel. So hopefully he
Yeah.
goes all out. The boys goes all out. They need to win it. Let's see how it goes. And I think, guys, we have just overshot ourselves. And I
What
think we'll call off the day to end the
But
show.
it's a fun
Yeah,
show.
it was a
today.
very good show. Thanks, Vas. Thanks, Pua, for accepting the invite, coming in.
Thank you.
Insightful. Man, hope it gets as intense it was in the show today. Hopefully, the game also gives us the same intensity. Before we
Yeah,
end
sure.
up, any last word, guys? Pua?
Thank you for having me here. Well, I will disagree with what you said just now. I hope it's an easy win for us tonight. I'm
What?
just being biased.
Yeah. It's all about United. Vas, what about you?
Thanks again. I just realized the England just announced its squad, and we've got 5 United players selected to play for England.
Oh, who got selected?
Anderson,
Maguire?
Shaw, Maguire, Anderson,
Oh,
Shaw,
yeah.
Maguire, Rashford, and Lingard.
Oh,
Lingard.
Wow,
returns.
Lingard made it, man.
Lingard made the squad. Yep. Anyway, thank you guys. Been a great show again. So very happy. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, it's all fun. Bang Dane and Selena, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, before I'm going, I'm just going to I need the viewers, guys, help me up here to like our show, subscribe to our show, and follow our show. And to those who are in YouTube, just do the thing, just go and click on the bell button. You all know the drill, right? I don't have to mention. So it's in everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. If any one of you are interested to come into the show, just buzz me up. If you guys know Abang Dane or anyone here, just ping them and they know me. They ping me up. Just come in. Remember, this is a show for the fans, by the fans, nothing else. There's no Pandit or anyone here. It's just us. We're not here signing off with a team with Pua, Was, Srinan, Bang Dane. Good evening. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the weekend, guys.
Thank you.